Hey, what's up YouTube? It's TheWanderingPro here. In today's video I'm gonna mainly focus on runes, and you guys have been asking me a lot about making guides on Yasuo and what I prefer to go in certain scenarios. So I'm just gonna go quickly over what type of runes I prefer in certain matchups and certain scenarios. So yeah, let's jump right into it. This is the page I prefer mid lane. The reason for it, it's really nice when it comes to roaming, and sudden impact will give you a lot of extra damage in lane when you dash in for a trade. The problem with this is the fact that you're super squishy. You have no defense stats, you have no armor or a magic shield or a stopwatch, none of the defense stats that can be very useful. So yeah, this is definitely a good mid lane rune page. I would not run this top lane ever, I think, because of the few defense stats that you get. Alright, the second page I like to run against bursty mages like LeBlanc, Fizz, or yeah, something like that. The reason for it, it's because of the magic shield that you get. You mainly go sorcery for the magic shield. It's extremely good against bursty mages. And as a second, I like to go the extra movement speed. And it also scales with your footwork, so you have some extra movement speed plus the footwork boost. It's a good combination. This is definitely a good one against bursty mages. The resolve page is better top lane than mid lane, because you need more damage in mid lane compared to top lane. In my opinion, you can play a bit more tanky and safe top lane than mid lane. So this page is overall better for top. You lose a bit of attack speed, but you will gain 65 health instead of the 9 attack speed. And I think in matchups like Jax and Camille, Fiora, this is very important for you to have the extra health and the extra armor to survive the lane. So I really recommend this page for top laners. You can also, if you're against more AP like champions, then Mirror Shell is the way to go for sure. And it scales well with, for example, your Hex Drinker or your Ninja Tabbies, because your magic resist or your armor will be 5% more worth, and you will have more armor or magic resist in general. So this is a very good page for top lane Yasuo players. The inspiration page. In this one I like to go magical footwear, because you pretty much get free boots at 10 minutes if you don't kill anyone in 10 minutes. Every time you kill someone, you will knock out 30 seconds of the cooldown, I think. So if you kill one person, you will have it at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I think it's a really great item to have. The problem is you can't really buy boots early, but you should be okay without it, especially on Yasuo. Like, I wouldn't run this mid lane. I would say top lane with inspiration is better than mid lane, because you can play a bit more passive with your TP, and just, yeah, in general top lane is a bit easier to play with this page. And of course the stopwatch, broken as fuck right now. Definitely needs some type of change, because it's very normal to go, and it's very good on Yasuo as well. I'm also gonna go over why I picked out these 4. Fleet footwork, obviously the best choice here compared to press attack and lethal tempo. If you go press attack, you're outdated, my friend, because press attack is not good on Yasuo compared to footwork at all. You'll get more heal, or in overall healing, then the press attack will do damage to enemies. Plus you get mobility, and on Yasuo mobility is so important. Just to escape ganks, to have chase potential, everything. Just fleet footwork is the way to go, there's no doubt about it. Triumph, still a very good pick. Overheal can work if you are a fan of a Bork Rush top lane or something like that. But I usually go Triumph, it works really well for me. But that's kind of what you prefer. Alacrity is a must. There is no reason not to go Alacrity. If you're not rushing Trinity Force in PD or something, then maybe maybe the Tenacity or the Lifesteal is a better choice, but you usually don't want to do that. Coup de Grace, still good, but I would say that you could change it out with Last Stand or Cut Down. Compared to what you're facing, Cut Down's better for tanks, and Last Stand is overall a good one if you're fighting a lot. Alright, this is my Klepto page. My Klepto page is only for top lane. I never run Klepto mid lane. The reason for it, it's simple. You can proc your Kleptomancy a lot easier in tank matchups without being punished too hard compared to if you're playing against bursty mages or assassins or yeah, whatever in mid lane. Usually the matchups in top lane is a bit easier to proc your Kleptomancy. So the reason for Kleptomancy, you will gain an absurd amount of gold with this page. Let me put it into a perspective. Let's say you get 600 gold from the entire laning phase just from Kleptomancy. That means that you have both minions that you've farmed, the Kleptomancy stacks gold, maybe even a kill, maybe not. The magical footwear is gonna give you 300 gold for free, and you get free health for this page. It's extremely well if you can play passive and not die. So Kleptomancy is a very good page for tanks, or when you're facing tanks. On the secondary, I like to go Alacrity. You need the attack speed, even though you're gonna get the attack speed a bit late. It still works, it's completely fine. And at last, Cut Down if you're against tanks. Also, you can switch Cut Down with the Triumph if you prefer that. But yeah, that's completely up to you, it's no big deal. So that's like the main rune pages I'm using. I'm switching around these rune pages all the time. So you have to take a look at where you're facing before going any of these pages. That was it for today's rune video. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's not a very long video, but I enjoy making these guides, and I think in the future I'll make a bit more when it comes to the laning phase, and yeah, a bit more on my warding spots and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you all for watching and have a really nice day.